Hello, AP Art students. This is the video for the project for 3D design students. So if you are watching this video, you should be in 3D design, creating a 3D design portfolio. This is actually the second project for 3D design. So you should be finishing your first project, which was the story under construction project. And you're going to begin thinking about your second project, which is the 100 People Project or the Global Issues Project. So I am not actually going to do as much front loading as I usually do for projects. I'm going to let you do most of the discovery through the completion of your research, but I'm going to kind of show you a couple things just so you have a little bit of context going forward. So I want you to do the research from the packet. For the research, you're actually going to go to the website that's listed right here. So let's do that. So you're going to go to that website and it's actually going to look like this. And it is going to be a map. And what I want you to do is explore the website. That is what your research is going to entail. There is a video introduction right here. That's probably a good way to begin your research. The next thing I would probably do is go to these different tabs and click on some of the different tabs and kind of explore what they have. Another thing that is good is this About Us tab. It talks about what they do, their mission statement, the history behind it. This Videos tab is really excellent. You can go to this tab and it will show you a lot of different videos. And then I'm actually going to ask you to do something under the first tab and the second tab. So make sure that you spend enough time exploring this website to really get a good feel of what it is I want you to understand. All right, so let's go back to the handout. Okay, so I'm going to ask you some different questions after you've explored the website. I want you to answer them in your sketchbook. What do you think about when you read the list? What does the website make you think about the world? And so on and so forth. The list that is actually, it's asking you to print. If you are having a hard time getting that list, if you just look into your packet, I've actually printed it for you. Just make sure you know where to find it on the website. After you have answered those questions, I want you to move on to step 2 right away, which is brainstorming. Brainstorm while it's fresh in your mind. And I want you to answer these questions in your sketchbook. So make sure that you're labeling things in your sketchbook so that it's clear, like project 1, step 1, number it. Then project 2, step 2, number it. You can even put brainstorming, you can put research. All of that helps me when I'm looking at your sketchbook. So you don't have to write all the questions unless you really want to. I mean, that's great. But at least please label things in your sketchbook so that they are clear. And after you have done some brainstorming, hopefully that will generate some ideas for you. And so then you're going to move on to sketching. So I want you to complete 4 thumbnail sketches. You can use any 3D media for this project. So I will make sure that the next time I see you that I show you the sculpture closet. So make sure that you kind of know what's available for you to use. And anytime you need something other than clay, you are more than welcome to incorporate that into your project. If I have it at school, you're welcome to use it. If it's something that I don't have and you really need it, then you get to make a trip to the store. Not during school, on your own time. All right, once you have done your 4 thumbnails, it is best if you can get some feedback from me before you move on to this third part right here, but if you can't, that's fine. Don't let that hold you up. But make a 1-page sketch of your final idea for your final decision. And y'all are actually getting better and better at making decisions. So, you know, in your earlier classes, like I really feel like you need to get feedback before you move on to your final project idea. But if I'm busy or if I don't respond quickly enough, you can just move on to your final sketch. Most of you are very good at making decisions. And then I do want you to color this final page sketch. So make sure you spend some time on that. Then you're going to give me a list of the materials that you use, and then make sure that you're doing a good job of documenting your process. And so that is what you're going to upload here, is just pictures of your process and then also your materials list. And think about details like the hot glue gun, do you need glue sticks, you know, anything that you might need for your project. If it's just clay and tools and glaze, let me know, clay, tools, and glaze. All right, so after that, you're going to be making your project. And y'all are wonderful at that. And like I was saying, like in AP especially, you sometimes are working on multiple projects at the same time, especially in 3D art. So kind of get used to that now, because that will probably be the norm from here on out. So anytime that you're waiting for something to dry or you don't have the materials for project X, then you can start working on project Y. Never just like sit there without anything to do. Then after you make your project and turn in all the wet clay objects, if it's something like you need wire, you know, you can go ahead and cut the pieces of wire. If you need a wooden base, go ahead and drill holes in it. Whatever like that you can do, get that kind of done. And then obviously the finishing and assembling will have to happen after all your clay pieces are fired. So once you're done with all of that, you will then go back to this packet, so keep up with it, and you will journal or reflect on your artwork. And so a lot of these journaling questions should be very familiar to you because I use them all throughout my art courses. Then the last step for this project is handing it in. So make sure that you're writing your name, the title of your piece, and the date that you completed it on the piece if possible. A lot of times that's not possible with clay. So if you'll just write it on a slip of paper and then tape it to your piece, like I'll keep up with that. And then always put your clay projects on my big ceramics table, and then fill out the 3D design checklist. And I think I moved my copy of it. Here, I have one. So you will actually fill out one of these 3D design checklists after every project. And then I want a copy of it. And then I also want you to keep a copy in your sketchbook. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep a record for both of us so that in April and May, when we're trying to get your portfolio together, we will already have this information and you're not trying to remember stuff that you did like back in September. Then once you have done all of that, make sure you've completed the packet, which is what we're looking at right now. Take pictures of everything that's in your sketchbook, post that on Schoology or share it with me through email, and then turn in all the paperwork and all the pictures. So just make sure that you're turning in everything because I know it is a lot of different moving parts to keep track of. Hopefully this video has been helpful and it gives you a little bit of direction. Notice I did not tell you a lot about the assignment because part of what you're going to do is explore the website and I want you to generate ideas without me kind of biasing you. So that is why I was kind of vague on your actual assignment. But this is called the 100 People Project and I can't wait to see what you do with it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.